My name's Adam Cooper. Hey. I work for the organization Aon, and I'm their Canadian talent acquisition leader. And what I want to do today is talk to you about talent acquisition and mashing it up with my second favorite passion, which is hockey. And so we're going to get started on building talent acquisition teams with an NHL GM mindset. So let's do it.
All right, you ready?
You got it. So where do you start with your team? I believe that it's thinking about philosophy, culture, having a plan, and thinking about the talent within that team. So think about the vice president of Toronto Maple Leafs, Shanahan. He came in and immediately focused on leadership, innovation, and planning. I think he's in a good set now. Maybe I won't have to have a backup team anymore. So when you think about teams, building a bad team is a challenge, but building a team into a winner takes a dedicated plan. And if you think about the Maple Leafs, they have deviated from that plan for years. As a talent acquisition leader, I don't have the option to tank. I don't have an option to get to the McDavid sweepstakes. I have to be a scout. I have to be a GM. I have to be a coach. And I have to draft my own people through my own networks. So where do you start? Where do you think about team identity? Do you build from the net out? If you think about your team, do you build from your top sourcer out? What does that look like? So when we think about talent acquisition starts with, it's hiring professionals who are proud to see recruitment as a profession. They're passionate about it. And it's coming with that winning attitude day in and day out. I think the Leafs are going in the right direction with hiring this guy, Mike Babcock. He is a true change agent. He believes in winning. He breathes winning. And that's what the culture of the Leafs really need to be successful. These two guys, I think some of you might be familiar. Great golfers, not very good hockey players. Phil Kessel and Dion Phaneuf. So one of the challenges with these two guys is they didn't have a core to help them in leadership. This picture here is of Jonathan Toews, the captain of the Chicago Blackhawks. Leaders also need help sometimes. And in this case, Jonathan had a meltdown a couple seasons ago in the playoffs, took 3 penalties in succession. His line mate came up and said, "Hey, we need you. You are our leader. You're our best player. Take a couple deep breaths, and when you're back on the ice, get into the game." The Blackhawks went on to win that series after being down several games. So having a plan starts with having a core team to focus on building your talent acquisition team. If we think about great NHL teams like the Chicago Blackhawks, they focused on building a core of Duncan Keith, Brent Seabrook, Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane. These 4 guys are driving the culture, driving the winning attitude of the rest of the team. They win on everything that they do. And that peer pressure, that enhancement, that focus on leadership comes from them. We can't hire all all-stars on our team, but you can build around a core and start from there. So each position in your team is different. So when you think about talent acquisition, you have high volume recruiters, you have executive recruiters, you have expert sourcers. What does that makeup look like for your team? Then you think about great teams build and grow their talent first, but they can't be all rookies. You can't have rookies, you can't have all veterans. It's finding that balance within your team. And we don't have unlimited salaries. We have salary caps. So we got to focus on those things. So when you look at the specific talent of great recruiters, I think it starts with self-motivated individuals. It's about people that are proud of their profession and are competitive. You want hungry recruiters that are looking for that best talent. And you want folks that can evolve, like this haircut here. And you want folks that are resourceful, that can think outside the box, and that can solve problems. I grabbed this shot off the internet because I'm a big Hanson Brothers fan. And teamwork, getting good players is easy, but getting them to play together is hard. And it really is. and you've got to build your team and motivate them in different ways. So I'll leave you with this. Build some traditions in your teams. Have some fun. And don't be afraid to grow your playoff beard. Thank you.
Thank you.